River County is going to elections in December, just like everybody in Liberia, in October. And today I want to discuss about River politics. All politics is local. So today I want to talk about River politics. River has 3 districts, as most of you know, 3 electoral districts. I think that there should be 10 or 15 or 10 or 8 or 10 administrative districts. But for this discussion about the real elections that are coming up in 2023 in December, I just want to talk about River County and talk about what my expectation is. My expectation about this coming elections. There are 21 political parties, that will be participating in elections. And in River County, there are many people who are contesting the senatorial and the representative positions. For district number 1, we have about 6 persons that will be contesting. The 6th person we got Clyde Tempe, Mark Swangbe, Alexander Adolphus Jacobs, Dwell Swing, Johnson Chia. Those are the people for district number 1. I spoke to one of these persons that's contesting for this position. And maybe next week I will discuss district number 2, since it's going to be the same rationale. I know for district number 3, my good friend Uriah Kia will be contesting. But just for the record, to make things straight, NEC, that is the National Election Commission of Liberia, has not certified any candidate yet. So these people are likely candidates for district number 1, though people are just named. But I think Paul is the incumbent, so maybe he's going back to he's going to rerun, going to run again for another 6 years, another 6 or 4 year term. And there are going to be a lot of people in the race for Senate. I'm hearing my good friend and brother Chelinori is running. Kamene Wise is running, and I will come back to something about Kamene Wise. I also heard that the former Senator Matthew J is also thinking or going to be contesting. Alexander Young, Alexander Young, he's from district number 2. I heard that he's going to be, he wants to run for Senate. He's the incumbent representative for district number 2. But let me start the whole discussion with what I heard or what I read in the newspaper. But some students from River County are asking Senator Wise to recontest for the senatorial position for River County. You know, Senator Wise is the incumbent senator of River County. His 9 years will be ending in this year. And the students, according to what I read on the analyst newspaper, that these students are urging or asking Senator Wise to rerun for this position. You know, as the election approaches, I ask everybody, right, students in particular, right, to read the 2008-2012 River County Development Agenda, the 2008 that agenda. That agenda is a roadmap for development in River County. I don't know whether that agenda has been revised, because we're reading almost 10 years ago or 11 years ago, whether it has been revived. The students and people who are contesting these elections, if you are not already read that development agenda, you need to read it. If you are ready and you are contesting, you think you need to upgrade it or redesign it to meet 2023, 2024 reality, then you need to do that. I'm saying I'm going to talk about the students of Robert G. County endorsing Comedy Wizard. Comedy Wizard is a fine son of Liberia of Robert G. And I think the student endorsing is there. It's up to them. If that's what they want is good. And we know that we know that politicians all around the world and people endorse them all the time. But one thing that was missing from that story in the analyst was two things that was missing in that story are this. Firstly, the student didn't give us a list of Comedy Wizard's accomplishment. What he has done over the 9 years. I know Comedy Wizard has done a lot of stuff, a lot of things for River G County and in the lives of for people personally. I know he has done a lot of things for people, but what was missing in that endorsement or in asking the senator to seek re-elections was they didn't tell the reading public. They didn't give us a laundry list of things that the senator has already accomplished and they will want him to continue to accomplish. The second thing here is the student didn't carry a proposal to the senator, or if they took a proposal to the senator, I think they needed to tell the newspaper to tell them what they want the senator to do for them as students of River G County. River G County is one of the least developed counties in Liberia. I expected the students to go to Comedy Wizard and thank him for what he has done, creating jobs, building roads, bringing electricity, bringing water to the county, and all the good things that the senator has done over the past time. And then they could tell him that, okay, you have done these things over the past time, which of course we want to know what the senator has done over the past 9 years, of which you want him to run for another 6 years. That's over another 9 years, whatsoever the case is now, or 6 years. And this is not just restricted to Comedy Wizard. Students and people who endorsing people in River G have to go back to their communities and see what the community needs. They got to tell the senator, look, we are endorsing you because we believe that you are giving us your commitment to bring clean water in refugee in say Chilepo district. We are endorsing for the position because we believe that you can bring companies in Chilepo district to provide jobs for our people. We are endorsing you because we think that you can improve the road, the transportation, the road situation in our district. We are endorsing you because we believe that you can improve the healthcare system in our district. You can train doctors, you can train nurses, you can train healthcare workers in our county or in our district. So districts and towns, chiefdoms that are going to be endorsing people. If the person is an incumbent, you got to first of all tell us what the person have done before in his 6 years, not for you personally, or for you personally, okay, but for the district. And the reason you want the guy to seek re-election. If the person is coming, carry a plan to the person. Because one thing I want our people to know is that senators and representatives are not there to take the personal money to help you and your family. Senators and representatives are there to develop plans, proposals, and things that your district, your towns, your chiefdoms are faced with so that those problems can be addressed. They are there to help your county, your towns, your district, your village to get those basic or those necessities that they need to improve the lives of people. That's what those people are running for. I want you guys to have an open mind. You know what? My problem with endorsement over the past time is that the problem I have is the same amount of people, the same people are endorsing everybody all over the place. I remember when Bronskin went back to Liberia, the streets of Monrovia were crowded with people who want to endorse. Brumskin and welcoming back to Liberia. The same amount of people, almost the same amount of people, when George Weah came back to Liberia, maybe 2005 and 2000 something. These were the same amount of people dancing in the street for George Weah. And students have to start. You know, we hear stories and we get so discouraged that students receiving money to endorse people. I'm not saying that what happened in this situation. No, don't get me wrong. Because I'm not in the business of criticizing people. Everybody can do what they want to do. But one of my disappointment is that people endorse people. Somebody go and get people small money and then they endorse them. Senator Wisa is going to seek re-election anyway. He's going to seek re-elections anyway. But when people are going to seek or going to ask him to run because of what he accomplished, then you should be telling the reading audience or the listening audience what the senator has accomplished to seek re-election. We are tired of people endorsing people. Look, this is the time for Liberians to sit down. Every Liberian, the presidential race, senatorial race, legislative elections and stuff like that. Sit down with an open mind. Listen to all the candidates. Listen to the candidates. See what they have to offer. And then suggest to them what you think they need to do in your district. Those are the districts that come together and make the county. Those are the chiefdoms that come together to make the district. Those are the towns or villages come together to make the chiefdoms. Sit down, especially so you students, sit down. Develop proposals for your district towns, your villages, things that you think you need. This is the opportunity to speak to representatives, to speak to senators, senatorial candidates, to tell them of things that you want to happen in your district, to happen in your towns, to happen in your chiefdom. Development proposal. Get away from this thinking that senators have checkbooks. They have checkbooks. So when they win, then every money people line up to the offices and they write checks to people or give people money. I'm not saying that what people are doing, but I've seen a lot of time people go into senators, representatives, elected officials, offices for money to help them personally. School fees. If you think we need school fees, tell the senators to develop a plan so that we have students can get student loans to go to school, to buy books, pay the tuition. If that's what you people want. If you think senators need to pay your health bill, then you have to go proposal so that the senators and representatives can improve our healthcare system so that nobody have to pay money when they go to the hospital. So that we have a system that people can make appointments to go to the hospital to be seen so that we don't have our hospital crowded, so that one doctor is overworked, so that our senators develop proposals to train more doctors in our hospitals. Senators and representatives are not there to give you money personally. They don't have it. Don't let them deceive you when they're running for offices. They don't have money to take care of the whole county. They're done. Don't stress them up for that. Even presidents don't have money for that. If they are paid $10,000 a month, it's for them and their family. We know occasionally people help people personally, but people can't crowd the senator's office. People can't crowd the representative's office. Or people can't crowd the district commissioner office who are elected officials and think that these people should use their personal resources to help cater to you and your family. No. Tell them to provide jobs for you in your county, in your district, so that you have work to take care of you and your family. That's why you should be for all these people that are running for representatives. Clyde Etiempe, Mark Swenwe, Alexander Paul, Adolpha Jacobs, Doyle Swain, Johnson Chia, I think they said Johnson Chia was a representative. These people you should be taking the refugee county development as a refugee county development agenda to them. And said, there's a refugee county development agenda. I don't know whether they have a revised copy. When they do, take it to them. Ask them, how are you going to improve this? Have you accomplished this before? I know that the 2008-2012 agenda is outdated, but have it been revised and updated? That agenda is comprehensive, that it can serve as a roadmap for development refugee. Am I advised to people who are going to be contesting? Paint a positive picture of the county. Go in the elections with an open mind. There's a country music star called Chris Stapleton. He said, nobody wins afraid of losing. Nobody wins afraid of losing. As you are going in a race, people will tell you, oh, it's not the right time for you. People are going to criticize you that, oh, you can't make it. You can't be afraid of losing. You don't think you'll win if you're afraid of losing. Because that's one game, two sides. One game, two sides. It's hard to lose, don't get me wrong. It's hard to lose. When people lose, they feel bad. Look at LeBron James. Look at Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, guy like Tom Brady, Jaden Hart, the guy who just lost the Super Bowl, 2022 Super Bowl to Patrick Mahomes. Even Patrick Mahomes himself, when he lost to Tom Brady in the American Super Bowl, nobody like losing. But if you don't like losing, then you don't get in the race. Because they're bound to be losers and they're bound to be winners. Look at John McCain lost to Barack Obama in 2008. But he was a graceful loser. When John McCain lose, he congratulated Barack Obama. Mitt Romney of the Republican Party in 2012. He said it was hard to accept the results. But he congratulated Barack Obama in 2012. 2016, Hillary Clinton lost to Trump. But she considered the race. The point I'm trying to make here is that 6 people will be contesting district number 1 in Refugee County. 5 people were lost. If they are certified in the contest, 5 people were lost. But you got graceful or a loser. If you lose the elections in October, that's a starting point for you to start preparing the groundwork for you to recontest in the next 8 and 6 years. Graceful loser. Thank the people who work for you. Thank the people who voted for you. Thank the person who won. And then you tell them you're going to remain engaged in the ballot politics or refugee over the next 6 years. I would say something like this. I want to thank my voters, all those that voted for me, all my campaign staff. I want to thank you guys for voting for me. We have done a remarkable job. I know today, it was not our time. The people prefer candidate A or candidate B or candidate C. We will work with whosoever is elected to this position, and we will remain engaged in the body politics of Refugee County. We'll work with them, and we'll highlight the issues that they need to work on to make our county better. Don't be a person who said you lose. It's glaring that you lose. 9.5 out of 10 times when the elections results are announced, it's never going to change. So the point I'm making is, when you lost the elections, it's going to be hard. That's where the campaign managers, campaign staff come in. Your bus is going to be bruised. But you got to talk to them. Say, sir, we lost the elections. We prepare your speech. Go and congratulate the people. Congratulate the winner. Concede the race. And let's start working for the next elections to come. Let me talk a little bit about Matthew J. I heard that Matthew J is going to be is considering, because I also said NEC has not endorsed or has not certified anybody yet. I spoke to one of the candidates last night. I called the other gentleman, one of the gentlemen who was running as senator for River County, but he didn't pick up. I think that was the third phone call I made to him when I was preparing to do this story. Matthew J. was in Atlanta, Georgia, for River County Association in America's convention. And Matthew J., when he was serving as senator for River County, he made the statement that he didn't promise anybody anything. He didn't promise River County voters anything. Well, Matthew J. is seeking elections again. I hope at this time, Matthew J. will promise River people something, or people will go to him and say, this is what we want. These are the things we want for you to do for us. Because it doesn't make any sense to me for Matthew J. to think that he's going to contest, or he's a senator, and he coming up to say that he didn't promise anybody anything. If you didn't promise anybody anything, there are things that you need to do for the people. And say you didn't promise anybody anything, and the people give you your working papers. Now you're coming back to ask them to vote for you. I hope this time you're going to promise them something, and you're going to work to accomplish those things. And that applies to everybody that contested. Think big. River County is one of the least populated counties because we don't have anything. We don't have jobs. We don't have companies. We don't have basic infrastructure. So when you guys are coming now, you got to come to provide those things for your people. We know it's hard for senators and representatives, but when you're crafting your annual budget, you got to work on the things. Basic services, water, running water for the county, not just Fishtown, I said it before, but River County. Electricity, public power, not just Fishtown, for the entire River County. Basic health care, not just Fishtown, but for the entire county. When you're writing your budget for the year 2024, 2025, you'll also work on providing jobs, bringing in companies, providing jobs, or investing in little businesses in the county to provide jobs. Because jobs for the people, that jobs will stop them from going to your offices to ask you for money. You got to provide jobs for the people. Every man needs jobs. Ellen Johnson said, should work hard to make sure that the dad come home with a plastic bag, plastic market bag. That's what's symbolic, so that people, she means job. But I don't know whether she work harder to provide jobs for Liberia across the county. But that is a discussion for another day. I want to thank you very much for watching. My name is Pico Conway, and you're watching Delmarva Point of View. Delmarva Point of View is a community-based YouTube channel. We come to you every Thursday with Community Thursday, and on Friday with Politics Friday. So I'll come to you next week with other interesting topic. Please subscribe to my channel and share and comment. If you think I said anything in this video that was inaccurate, let me know, and I will correct it, or I will expand on what I said. Thank you very much again for watching. I will talk to you next week. Bye for now.